And with the home in our sphere, we only need Mossy, Ashanti and Sokoto to kind of form our belt here. And then we kind of need to get really close, up and close here and take Togo as fast as humanly possible. Religion again. Well, it's interesting, but I don't really care. Oh, wonderful. Ashanti influence. We got it for free. I love that. And now we can increase our opinion there to cordial, which is beautiful. So that's for free. Oh, I love those events for free. Either to infamy or we lose 5 prestige. Dutch East Indies. Kutai. Allow annexation of Kutai. Where are you? There you are. Kutai, Kutai, Kutai. We will take you. Mostly due to this giving us a little bit of prestige. And in worst case, if it turns out that we are close to losing our ability, then, you know, the fact that we are at war with you will just improve the ability for us to avoid it happening. Due to being in perpetual war against them. Which is not the best idea really, but it's better than nothing. And now we have another. We are friendly with them immediately, Ashanti. Analytical philosophy or analytic philosophy is almost done. We will split this army in half and then take half the army and head over to Kutai, or at least get ready for the invasion of it. There, analytic philosophy. And with that done, perhaps machine guns to prepare for... Machine guns was one of the things, wasn't it? Of colonial negotiations. Yeah, it was. So we'll have that. We have the Liberal Party power again, and now suddenly we are at great power status, losing it. So we will go to Konservativen, starting off. We will increase our military spending once again, because we have to do that every single goddamn time that the Liberals take power. And then we will open our factories and make sure that some of them are subsidized. Subsidized, and well, that's the only one at the moment that needs to be subsidized. Okay, thankfully, we can have this war for ages if we want to. So it's assumingly, yep, it's Austria-Hungary, and there's this army. Their army, for some reason, is the main cause for their points. 76 and 60 from their leaders, and meanwhile we have 20 from our soldiers and 32 for our leaders. And our army is, sure, our army is not that big, but we have a navy, they don't. They gotta count for something. I would assume so anyway. Okay, so our army is now on board. It will move over here, and then we will decide to declare war to establish protectorate against them. There we go. Hopefully that should hinder it. There we go, we are hindering it, plus that kind of increased our standing. So we should probably elongate this war as far as we can. As much as we can. To kind of protect ourselves. At least until we can get the Suez Canal. It's only Kutai, their ally, betrayed them, which is good. Alright, so with that out of the way, and Belgium still posing, well, problems for us in the sense that they are not allied to us. Oh god, there's a big European war going on. It's the Austro-Hungarian restoration of order to the annexed Fiume. Well, Germany is fighting a desperate war to protect a lot of their land. And it seems like they're going to lose it. Perhaps that is also why we suddenly were safe. Either way, we will take our opportunities to be safe and have this war going on forever, if need be. I just want to be sure that we will not lose our great power status. Hopefully I got that right, and I don't confuse it with something else. The fact, well, hopefully being at war will prevent losing great power status. That's all I'm saying. I am suddenly uncertain if that's the case. Might as well be untrue. It could be false. A rumor. But I'm still shocked that we still don't have a nitroglycerin. We have a 4% chance of getting nitroglycerin. I want it. No, Kutai, we will not have peace. We will not. We will have war until I say otherwise. How many points do we have now? We have 204. Meanwhile, Austria-Hungary is heavily under siege and is now at 153, but they could be at war at any time. Or not at war at any time, which would be a problem. Germany itself is going to be consumed. The Rhineland is becoming increasingly occupied by French forces. There we got a pretty big boost in prestige. Okay, sure, we can have peace now. Kutai, we can have peace. There we go. Peace. Suddenly they will not accept it. But you offered it just a second ago. Oh well, we will take you out. It's no point. We will take you out. Oh god. The French army is such a juggernaut. It's problematic. It's very problematic. And now we have quite a bit of militancy going around. They want a minimum wage movement. We will give them trinket minimum wage. That should probably get rid of all the rebel factions in our country. Except for maybe the Dutch reactionaries. Got some more prestige going into our coffers. 246. And now suddenly we have the Suez Canal being able to be made. There we go! The Suez Canal Company. Oh no, yeah, this I forgot about. The whole thing. Okay. We will give all the money they want. All the money they need, we will give it to them. Diplomatic mission under siege. By Jingo. Well, we won't lose our prestige. We will rather send down troops and fight Benin. By Jingo! So we're at war with Benin. Great. Benin, Benin, Benin. Can we ally with some of you? They will not accept it. Alright then. We will send armies. Have no fear. We will send them. We will send this army, in fact. And when we will have peace. With these guys. Not Benin, though. This Benin, Calabar, and Aro, which we are at war with. We should probably readjust the army as well to see what will fit best on it. So we could have quite a few units on it. Morocco we can improve our relations with. We will do so. Yeah, we're now friendly with them. We have a technology we can set up. We have machine guns ready, which means that we should probably go for economic responsibility, question mark? Yeah, we will go for economic responsibility. Or will we? Yeah, we will. We will go for economic responsibility. Or will we? I'm suddenly confused. We could go for naval statistics. That's a pretty good one. Or we could go for steel railroad. Or this one is pretty cheap. Let's go for that one. And we will send most of the army here. What is the army consisting of? Far too much artillery. Far too much artillery. I will divide it up myself. So we will have 4, 3, and 1. That will be the army we will send to Benin. It's quite a while to get to Benin, but you can do it. And especially since we have a globe-spanning colonial empire, we probably need to get a supply limit sooner rather than later. Austria is now at a war, and they didn't get Fiume, so they did lose. Egypt is no longer in our sphere of influence. That was quick, but we still got what we needed from it. So perhaps we should do something about Italy being here. By removing them to cordial, and then we can slowly build up our influence here. Very slowly, in fact, but slower is better than nothing. Much better, in fact. I mean, Egypt looks so bad. It looks destroyed in the worst kind of ways. Vari. Italy wants an alliance again. Wait, can I get allied Germany now? Come on, I want you, Germany. Come on. I mean, it's Italy. Italy is better than nothing. Italy has a strong army. Well, stronger army than me. That will be helpful against France, in cases that happens. Okay, Vari, where did you go? Vari, atmosphere. There you go. And we just need to demand that... Can we land in your land? Please, Vari. We'll land in your land. Military access? Pretty please? Yeah, wonderful. We will land in your land. Use it as a base of operations to attack Benin. And murder the Beninian army. Brutally. How much would it cost me to add a war goal here for... Add Benin to sphere of influence? What about you? I mean, we would get quite a bit of prestige from it. It would cost 4 infamy, which is not that good. But it would be a free, sphere member. And just for curiosity, I want to see... Denmark is now suddenly the closest one. So we are having... We have, an advantage now over the enemy. Let's just say that. We have an advantage in terms of power or points. We're not really being bothered by France. We're definitely not being bothered by Germany. Germany is, for some reason, having issues with their military. And they've always had that. Still, they are successful. They are one of the strongest powers in Europe, regardless of that. And Russia has actually come up and become a republic. And is the strongest military, or second strongest military power on Earth. Heavenly Kingdom has, former second most powerful military power on Earth, has become nothing. They become nothing. They have no army, they have nothing. Yet they exist as a country. They and the King Empire, they have just kind of blurted out. I don't even know what you're doing. The King Empire has no divisions. They have no nothing. And so the same for Heavenly Kingdom. Both has kind of being castrated. In the worst kind of way. I wonder if there's a worse way than the regular way of being castrated. I assume there is. I mean, if you don't have any anesthetics or anything, I assume that would be pretty painful to be castrated. Make that very painful. Holy shit. Castrated doesn't sound like fun. Okay, now we will go for Aru. And maybe for Calabar as well. Sure, it is some infamy. Establish protectorate against Burma. That's not really too worrisome. There we go. All the factories can be opened. Not all of them will have subsidies though. Only the ones I deem worthy will have subsidies. There we go. Add war goal. Add to sphere. Good. Now we have 2 added to sphere. And maybe we could do Calabar as well by adding them to sphere. We could establish protectorate, but that costs 15. No, we will only add 1. I won't add Calabar. It's not worth it. Can we get peace now? Can I have peace with Benin and they will be for both? I can. So both of them will be part of our sphere. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Can we just now reach Secondi? And our fleet can do the same. Speaking of fleet, I should probably have upgraded our... Oh, we can't do that until 1875. Oh, great, wonderful. Now we're finally being able to make our own ships. So we can provide our own streamer convoys. I hope. Are we producing any? I mean, the steamer shipyard is having some issue, I assume. Quite a few days of insolvency. I'm assuming they don't get the supplies that they need. But they're producing more steamer convoys than I could previously produce on my own. So I take that as a victory. And this one is producing 0 convoys. Yeah, don't have any workers. So that makes it a bit difficult. Perhaps we should cancel out this factory then. So they can at least do some. How many will they do now? Well, after we... Sabotage. Well, it's either this one or this one. Workers' Union. I'd rather have the Workers' Union, thank you very much. They're producing nothing. Very few, but it's more than nothing. And that's everything that matters. Egypt we can now put back in our sphere. And perhaps without Italian annoyance coming about. When will the Suez Canal project be done? 1878. Well, that's good enough. Hopefully it will give us some more prestige. Put us ahead of the Austro-Hungarian Union. Who are rapidly... come on, they are really catching up big time. They're really fast at doing it too. It's their army score. I don't understand why their army score is so high. I'm building ships, I'm trying my best to increase everything that I can. And for some reason military spending went down. Which is due to liberals, I know. The first international in the United States of America. Well, that's interesting. Who knew that the communists kind of gathered in the United States for the first time? First time, but one of the big ones. Perhaps if we get military plans and get that up to our level that we need, that could help out with our military score maybe? Is it perhaps due to lack of technologies? We have 11, is it 11 out of 30? We have 11 out of 30. Austria-Hungary has 7 out of 30. So there's not even technologies that it could potentially come from. It's not even... God damn it, what is it then? What is it that causes this issue? Here we have prestige and research points. I love prestige and research points both. More prestige for the Dutch Empire, so we can maintain a great power. How's it going over here though? Let's find out. Belgium is... I mean, we're doing in Belgium, we're trying, but won't help. We'll never get Belgium unless the French completely fall flat on their face. Bari is in our sphere. Sokoto Caliphate will be in our sphere soon, so we could probably increase our investment there. Mossi is in our sphere. Belgium, I mean Morocco will be in our sphere. And Persian influence. Oh, yeah, Persia. Sure. I will influence you one day, one of these days. How much would it be? Very little, very little. But it's better. I mean, we have one free level now of influence, right? Yep, we do. Though the Brits are trying. The Brits are always trying. 1874. Time is fleeting. But, I mean, we are becoming stronger as a nation. I think, Dutchland will be left as a stronger nation than we were when we started, hopefully. I mean, it's been years since that happened. Just gotta see how the colonial thing's happening. We kind of want to go to Gabon and Congo and stuff like that. Luanga, for example, we should probably be quite heavy on getting these as well. Luanga and Congo, both nations which are good starting points to go further down. We have the Dark Continent as well. When will we get that? The Dark Continent will unlock at 1890. And for getting more points there, you will need biologism, military logistics, and steel steamers. We could get steel steamers, but that's 1890. That's quite far ahead. Anyway, I think it's a pretty good time to take a break, I suppose. It's 1875. We have not really had much success in terms of war, but we have tried our best to maintain our standing in the world and preparing for war, preparing for colonization, preparing for expanding of Dutch interests, well, in Indonesia and mostly in Africa. And positioning ourselves for a future strike against France whenever it is weak to take Belgium back to the Dutch hands. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the playthrough so far. It's been quite some setbacks for us as Netherlands in Victoria 2 playing the historical project mod. But hopefully there will be some success in the future for us. I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.